Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beth, and in today's video we are cooking. We're going to be putting together a meal for a family member of mine who recently had a baby, and together she and I chose the menu. So it's simple, none of it is from scratch, it's all comfort food, it's all going to be delicious. I'm going to bring it to her tomorrow. So we're going to be making ham and cheese sliders. We're also going to be making a small pasta salad, brownies for dessert, and then I thought I'd also do some blueberry muffins just so that she can have something quick and easy in the morning. So let's get started. Getting started on the ham and cheese sliders here. So you have to slice the bread down the middle like so, and this honestly is the most difficult part of the entire recipe. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be somewhat even. So with most recipes, I kind of use the recipe as just kind of like a general guideline, and I don't always follow them to a T. So here we have 3/4 cup melted butter. We're supposed to add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, but I don't have it, so I'm using French's, just regular yellow mustard. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Okay. Again, I just eyeball it. I don't measure a whole lot. Plus, I've made these so many times. Something else I don't do, I don't add brown sugar as the recipe calls for, and I also don't add poppy seeds because nobody likes to have poppy seeds stuck in their teeth. Okay. Now, it does call for some dried minced onion, and I just kind of eyeball that too. Okay, and let's see, I'm gonna stir all that together. So this, if you've never made these before, this is a really simple recipe. This is just gonna go on top of the sandwiches. All right. I don't measure the mayonnaise either. I don't measure a whole lot of anything. And then I just kind of spread it, make sure a little bit gets everywhere. I personally don't like to have too much mayonnaise on there. I think it's too melty and messy. But I like to have just like a nice light layer all the way around. We're going to use this type of ham. I get it from Sam's. It's good. These sliders are very versatile, and you could really do any combination of meats and cheeses that you like. I usually always do a double layer of whatever meat we're using, and then a nice layer of cheese on top. On top of the bread, I'm layering on the butter, mustard, Worcestershire, and onion mixture that's going to melt so nicely on top of these sandwiches. If you've never had these before, you really need to try them. They are so good, and they're always a crowd pleaser every time. So the pasta salad we're going to make is just this Betty Crocker suddenly pasta salad, and it's the classic. It's really simple to put together. The hardest part is making the pasta, And then it calls for a little bit of water and a little bit of olive oil. Mix it all together and with the cooked pasta, and there you have it. I do like to add extra vegetables, so we'll probably add tomatoes, cucumbers, possibly black olives. That's the way that I like to do it. And then it'll chill and come together in the refrigerator really nicely with all the flavors. So let's do it. So I've already got the water. I've already had the 3 tablespoons of water. And now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil per the recipe. So here we go.
Are you practicing?
I am videoing. What are you doing? Right here at the tier tray. Oh. Hey Siri, stop. You can wave. I'm going to voice over it. Okay, watch out. I got to get this out of the oven. So I added the pasta to the bowl where I mixed up the dressing, and then we added the cucumbers, tomatoes, and olives. So I just like to shake it up. And then I'm going to put this in the fridge. It's going to come together beautifully, and it was so simple. Next, we're going to whip up a batch of brownies using the Ghirardelli triple chocolate brownie mix. These are so easy to make, and they always turn out. I'm not a baker, and even I can't mess them up. So let's get started. So I've measured out 1/3 cup of oil and 1/3 cup of water. So they're just together here in this measuring cup. Next, we're going to add our brownie mix right into the bowl. Even the dry brownie mix smells so good. Little cutie. We've got the oven preheated to 325. I've got the water. I'm going to add the 1 egg. I've got the water and the oil. I'm going to add the egg. Then we're going to add them to our brownie mix. All right. So we're just going to add right on in. Next, we're going to go ahead and spray our pans. I have some, this is a Misto. It's got olive oil in it. Then we're going to add our brownie mix to the pan. So I have to apologize. My mic battery died, so the audio might be a little bit off from before. But anyway, let's go ahead and put together these blueberry muffins. This Krusty's brand is always really tasty, easy to put together. So let's get started. All right, Robbie, what do you want to say?
I love you, you too.
Oh, well, that was so sweet. This blueberry muffin mix came with canned blueberries that required rinsing, and then you add them right into the mix. I also added some fresh blueberries that were just so good. I had them in the fridge. And if I ever can, I like to add an element of freshness to any recipe that I'm making. So these really worked out well to add them in. I also want to say, if you've ever been a recipient of a meal in your life, maybe it was a time of celebration or a time of loss, you know how meaningful it is to be loved on in this way. When we're in a transitional period of life, sometimes it's difficult to make the time or think about food and eating and taking care of ourselves. So, I encourage you to think about people in your life who you might be able to provide a meal for. It's such a nice gesture, and it really helps that person feel cared for. And it's also a way that you can just love on them in a way that is so important and basic and beautiful. I truly enjoyed putting this meal together, and it was really not difficult to do. But I just love this little baby and her mom and dad, and I love that our whole family is expanding in such a nice way. And I made every part of this meal with love, and I hope it comes through on the other side. And actually, as I was editing this video, I received a text from the mom that I delivered this to, and she said it was all delicious and they were very appreciative. So, this little gesture, it can go a long way. Here is an overview of all of the food that we prepared together. It's also important, I think, to deliver meals to people in disposable containers or things that you don't expect to get back. That way there's no pressure on whoever received them to keep track of anything or return anything. Anyway, I think it all turned out great, and I was proud to deliver this today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family, and I really appreciate you adding a dash of gratitude to your day. We'll see you on the next one.